Finito. Hi, and welcome back to Plastic Models by a Regular Dude and the final installment, part 9 of the Dragon 1/35 scale SdKfz184 Elefant. So here it is. Everything all complete, painted, weathered, etc. So let's talk a little bit about the kit. The kit was a really nice kit. Everything for the most part fit together pretty well. Now early on, if you've been following the series, you'll know that I had problems with the suspension lining up correctly. That was due to some warpage on the lower hull. The sides were bowed in, and because of that, it tilted the mounting points on the hull inwards at an angle, so stuff didn't line up. But if you watch that episode, you'll see that I got it figured out. Also, this part of the hull was kind of bowed inwards like this on the bottom and on the front and back, so I had to add bracing to that. This top plate here was sagged in, which in hindsight is better than it being bowed up, because being sagged in, I was able to put a rod inside, flex it up straight, and therefore got everything to fit together fine. On this kit, since the Elefant requires Zimmerit, I used the Edward Zimmerit set for this kit, and for the most part it worked really well. Now there are problems with this kind of Zimmerit. It can be fixed, but it's kind of difficult. The problems you run into are on these edges where Zimmerit comes together. Sometimes one can end up with gaps, like right here, for instance. Also, in hindsight, what I should have done when applying this Zimmerit in place, I should have, where there were like weld marks or interlocking, the interlocking plates that go together on some of these German vehicles, I should have filled that in with filler and sanded it smooth to get a flatter fit. Because right here, this is a place where there was a recess because of the interlocking plates, and like this plate here being recessed from this plate here. So I ended up with a pretty gnarly gap right there. But for the most part, I'm pretty stoked with the way it turned out. Looking at it from a distance, from typical model viewing distance, it's fine. It gets the point across. Now, in the future, I know I'll be using the photo etch Zimmerit again, because I have another kit that requires Zimmerit, and the only thing I could find was another Edward photo etch Zimmerit set. But in knowing a little bit more of what needs to happen with it, the next result should be much better. But anyway, overall, I'm stoked with it. Like I said, everything fit right. The only things I really did not from the kit, other than the Zimmerit, was the cable. I used the Eureka brand copper wound cable. It's really nice. It's really easy to work with. It's very malleable, so it's easy to shape the way you need it to shape. Unlike some of the kit supplied steel cables that can be quite unforgiving and springy. Used the kit tracks. They are the Dragon Magic tracks, and they work like a champ. Really had no trouble at all with them. So overall, a very nice kit. If you're watching this, Keith, I want to thank you again for supplying me with this kit. My friend Keith Short, I do reviews for him sometimes on different kits that he purchases, and he likes to have me do reviews on them. So Keith, thanks a bunch for this kit. I really enjoyed building it. I'm sorry, one more aftermarket piece with this is this Def Models resin covered muzzle. I figured, I was going to have it in the travel lock, and with the muzzle cover on it, saying, I don't know, parked mode or getting ready for rail transport or whatever. But I kind of wanted to use another one of these. Really liked the part, and it fit really well on the aluminum barrel once I drilled a hole in the back of this. So there you go. Now the next thing I want to talk about, is it a beginner's kit? Now I would say an absolute beginner, this would not be good. This would be a kit that you'd want to have a few other kits under your belt, for a number of reasons. Number one, the warped parts, which I'm not sure it was really Dragon's fault. I don't want to say they manufactured defective parts. Having no way of knowing how this kit has been stored through the years, it could have been due to being stored in a hot environment, like here in my hometown. In the summer, the temperatures during the day are generally, in the 105 plus range throughout the summer. And if this was stored in a shed or somewhere outdoors, it could have had some bearing on the way the parts warped. So I don't want to say that it was Dragon's fault on that. However, it is something to think about, because I have had one other person tell me the same exact kit had the same exact warping issues. So it could be the kit, just the way it was manufactured. Who knows? But there's that. And that caused some fit issues. Magic tracks, probably not the best for a total beginner. Although they're not really that difficult. But if a person has a few kits under their belt and maybe they've worked with Lincoln length style tracks, I think this would be a decent kit for somebody to build. So I do recommend it, but not for absolute beginners. So that's pretty much it. If you followed along on this whole series, I appreciate it. And like always, if you did enjoy this video and the series, hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed and you want to see more of this particular build or some of my others, hit the subscribe button. So with that, I will leave you with a short slideshow of this kit from different views, and let's check that out. So as always, thanks for watching Plastic Models by a Regular Dude, and I will see you all later.